allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, the first item of business is approve the agenda.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to pull item 8 to come back at a later meeting.
Okay. So there's a request to pull item 8 from the consent agenda. Anything else?
So moved to approve the agenda, subject to the change of removal, item 8.
Second.
All right, we have,
We also provide youth and family education opportunities, that's like public speaking on certain topics. And our newest program that's actually been running for maybe 9 years now is our military family support program. I still call it the newest because it is the newest. We have strong partnerships with the local schools and also with partners in law enforcement. And your financial support of Youth Service Bureau helps us keep our fees very affordable and to maintain a generous sliding fee scale so that no family is turned away based on their financial circumstances. We also provide interpreter services at no cost to a family who needs that type of service. In 2023, we served 799 unduplicated youth, and we delivered just over 4,000 hours of direct service to those youth. And if anybody's wondering, why did he say In 2025, we're asking for $5,665 again in support of our services. That's the same dollar amount that is requested from 2024, so we're not increasing that. And we appreciate your partnership as we work to improve the lives of youth and families. We have a website, and anyone who's interested is invited to click on ysb.net, and there's information there about what we do, more details. But I'm happy to answer any questions if there are any from the council.
thank you for that information. Does anybody in council have questions? None?
Just one
Yes.
quick question. So, Mike, thanks so much for doing this. That, you know, I think I talked to you on the phone last year, and what you guys do is phenomenal. Fully support the mission and everything. I am trying to understand the donation versus partners distinction here. As a city, I guess, how does that work? Because I guess that is an interesting piece of it to me.
That's a really good question. So we receive support, which is funding support, from a variety of municipalities. Some of the cities or townships request PO.
Resolution 2024-096. I'll entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Move to approve consent agenda?
Support.
So we have a motion and a second for the approval of the consent agenda. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Consent agenda is hereby approved. Next on the only item on our regular agenda this evening is open space planned unit development zoning text amendment, ordinance 2024-14, resolution 2024-094, with Director Stopa presenting.
All right, good evening. Do you see the presentation on your screen?
We do not.
Yep.
Now we do.
All right, so we're back discussing the text amendment to open space plan unit developments. So what is an open space plan unit development? As we discussed in the past, it is a site with 20 acres that is zoned rural. It has 50% open space. There are buffers on the property lines, and the lots are larger, typically a half acre, which makes it very confusing when people come back in some of these neighborhoods that are already built out you know, what standard do you apply? Do you rerun the numbers? So what we're looking for is a 30%. I believe the applicant last week or a couple weeks ago was requesting 50%. And then the stormwater irrigation reuse ponds. You see this starting to be implemented in developments. We're recommending that they would be required. So to go through the comp plan, because this was mentioned at the planning commission meeting, that the comp plan does promote open space planning and developments. Is the principal characteristics of these neighborhoods is that homes in these neighborhoods are sited closely together, clustered, which allows for surrounding land to be preserved for open space, natural resources protection, recreational trail opportunities, and natural surface water drainage. Balanced growth, protect natural areas through encouraging the use of the open space ordinance. B, continue to support open space development in rural residential areas that protect important natural resources, provide connection to public parks, open spaces, and trails. The highlight, what's to come.
Increase the buffering. Would these numbers have to be reworked then with that change?
No,
Those wouldn't have to be changed.
no, it would not
They
have
would
to be
still be able to
changed.
fit those in.
So what you see with the buffers, typically the most efficient way is to put one road in.
Okay.
Typically with the road width and the depths of the lots, and with the 50%, and you push those buffers to the edges, you're gonna even exceed the 100-foot, but there are developments that have different designs.
With our developments, we require one in and one out, right?
2 over 35 units.
Councilmember Beckstrom?
So just one point of clarification, and I know we've been talking about this since, I don't know, December. But one of the drivers to this, am I correct, is we've got a developer, the High Point development, that currently can't build on an OP plat, and we're trying to make it possible.
No, actually, he was approved at the last meeting and received flexibilities beyond what we're proposing tonight.
It's very disappointing to hear.
Councilmember Holtz?
Can you go over the slide again that had all of the developments that are currently OPP?
And then different agencies will permit different levels of these communal systems. So you'll have the county permitting up to a certain flow or household count, and then it'll go to the MPCA. Well, they have to abide by different levels of standards. I don't know that requiring a system is better or worse. It is really situational based.
Okay.
Based on the lay of the land, the soil. Is there low-lying areas in clay, or is it sandy, and they're shooting for larger lots to begin with, which might be more efficient than that. So,
Perfect, that helps, thank you.
The other thing with the
Councilmember
septic
Jarosich.
systems on individual lots, you have to have a big enough lot that you could have a replacement drain field in the future. And so that requires the lots to be larger than they might otherwise need to be with a communal system.
Any further questions for the director?
Not yet.
All right. And we have several people that have requested to speak on this topic tonight. When I call your name, please approach the podium, state your name and address for the record. You'll have 6 minutes for your comments. If it's getting close to that 6 minutes, upon 5 minutes, I'll just give you a little notice that you're closing in on your time. And we'll start with Ms. Joan Ziertman. You could come to the podium, please.
Mayor and Council, thank you for the opportunity to speak.